Welcome to Flat Out Media. Always remember, 2 modes, key out or flat out. Guys, welcome to another episode of Flat Out Media. We have just had a phone call from our mechanic, Matt from M&R Autos, who's called us and told us something exciting is on its way back. Let's go and see what it is. There he is. My favourite vehicle that has returned from the dead. Oh wow. You got the fitter. You got the fitter, the shifter.
The shifter's in, the gearbox is done.
You haven't been a fitter, you've actually fitted the shifter.
I have.
Oh, that was a good tongue twister, wasn't it?
That was good, yeah.
Ain't done a half job, Harry. Good lad.
No.
Look at that, that's wicked. I've never even seen one of these in play. Look at this. So this, if you saw the Instagram, I don't think we put it on YouTube, did we, what we're doing? But once the gearbox was out, I always like to do something, you know I'm like with my cars, I don't like something breaking and then it not getting better than it was when it went off. However, we have done something else to it as well because it needed it, didn't it?
It did.
The turn it off in case it's a bit loud, is it? We had to fit a new diff to it because what was the reason? What was happening? Because I didn't drop.
So we had the gearbox rebuilt, I put it all back in, went down the road and it was still pulling left to right.
But that's just weird, isn't it? Like, didn't you say your gearbox guy looked at it and he said that...
Yeah, he looked at it, he even sent a diff away to another guy and they couldn't find anything wrong with it.
That's weird. But it definitely what? It was going like that?
Yeah, it pulled you across the lanes.
What's this one like? Because this is different. So we used to have the... I'm going to get this right because you boys both got it wrong. I had a wave track in it, the same as, guess what? The Caddy, which they all said I had a quaif. I didn't have a quaif, private joke. I had a wave track. We've now got a quaif in this, but what do you think of that? Have you driven it enough? Or?
I think it drives better than it ever did when you brought it.
It's mad. I'm so excited to drive it.
It keeps you straight and just pulls.
On this shift though, was it worth the money?
Oh, definitely, yeah, because it's right there. So
see, Matt's had the first drive of this. I haven't even driven it.
The gear change is so quick now.
Come, look, all surprised today. I'm well chuffed with this. Right, should we go take these vehicles back? We'll mess around now. Take this back to mine. Right, guys, as you can see, if you paid close attention, I'm in a different t-shirt today, in different clothes, because it is, I say, a new day. We never got to do the first drive of the Fiesta since its gearbox was changed, due to the fact that another one of our vehicles, it seems to be the curse of Flat Out Media, went wrong, as you will see in the next couple of clips, resulting in the fact that we couldn't get this done. Anyway, so it's a new day. We have the full team with us. Scotty's firmly planted in the back, Aaron in the front. We're on our way out with the new Cooler Works shifter and the new quaif diff and new clutch from Puma Speed, not Puma Build. They're a bunch of cowboys. No, Puma Speed, they're very good, and they're really, really good with their timings. And Puma Speed delivered this amazing clutch, which it feels, just as a first initial feeling, a lot stiffer than the last one. But not so much as it's coming up. It sounds a bit odd, like to push it down feels stiff, but to come up feels quite light. Obviously I'm quite used to driving paddle clutches, so I was kind of a little bit worried of this one not being of paddle clutch, but it's basically a strengthened version of an original clutch, and they've got it on their race car, which I think is 450 brakes, something like that. Which obviously this is only 300 odd, so they said it is Elliott proof. Let's say they're really good company, delivered it to us. Max also got a quaif diff. Max is an absolute superstar. All diffs for some reason were out of stock. We were originally going to go back to another wave track or a gripper. All of it was out of stock. However, we were advised to go with this quaif, which Max found. He spoke to the guys at Quaif, who were brilliant, and they supplied this quaif diff. We can't, say one thing I quite mentioned in this video, I can't absolutely rag the nuts out of it as I normally would drive, because I haven't got the aircon on, that's why we're getting a bit hot, because the clutch has to be worn in for 200 miles, and I am going to do this religiously. I am, because I just can't mentally take anything else, break it down. I want to stay super positive, but I've had about enough of this kind of thing just breaking, so I'm just going to take it quite easy, do exactly the right things. Matt's told me just basically take it up at the revs, but just don't change too high up, so that's exactly what we're going to do. You can feel, obviously I've driven this back to work this morning, you can feel the diff is massively different to the wave track. It doesn't have, let's say, nothing bad about the wave track other than the fact that obviously it broke after not many miles. No one knows the reason why, but this quay feels much better. I'll show you in a minute. You'll see, look, if I put the foot down, it doesn't give any of that weirdness that the other one. Did you remember that?
It was a bit odd.
Yeah, it was quite odd, but this one
felt loose.
Yes, it did. But this now, it just feels so much tighter. So I can't take it up too much in the revs, but we can still sort of experience the difference of grip. Well, the best thing to mention with this is the cooler work shifter. It is a lot different. It's literally feels and reminds me of the old Civic Type R's. Have you driven one of them?
Yeah, I drove the one we had. It was horrible.
Of course, we had one, didn't we? Yeah. Bag of old bones, wasn't it?
I know the shifter felt nice where it was, but that car was.
It was like that. It was still like a mixing bowl. It was like the van. It was like, which gear am I in?
That car literally was a shed.
Yeah, it was. It was literally falling apart. But I say, you know, if we had more time, and it was like Lamar up there. Does he want another gap in? Where is he? No, it's not Lamar. Yeah, if we had more time and more money.
That was going too quick to be Lamar.
But yeah, if we had more time and money, we probably would have done something to the Type R, but it's not, you know, it was what it was. There you have it, the Fiesta is back. Absolutely love this car. As you've seen, it's come back with its cooler work shifter done, the diff done. I'm sorry we couldn't give you sort of a more exciting drive. I'm normally absolutely redlining the nuts off of everything, but obviously with this one it's got a few more running in miles to do before we head out to Mexico as per standard. And with this one, get it on the track. So that's going to be in the pipeline. We'll get a few track days booked in over the next coming months. So yeah, stay tuned. Please, big one, subscribe and tell your friends to subscribe. A lot of you guys are watching these videos, but you're not subscribing. And it would really, really help us if you could subscribe. So thank you very much. Until next time, stay flat out.